Well, hello everyone, and welcome to our webinar for Antero Mobile. I think we might still have a couple people trickling in, but we can go ahead and get started. My name is Daryl Dorman, and I'm the sales manager for AllMax Software. I'm very excited to see everyone here today. I know that most of you are current AllMax customers. Some of you are considering Antero specifically as a CMS solution, looking to learn more. We are happy that you're here, and we are thrilled to introduce Antero Mobile that we believe will greatly enhance the user experience of Antero software. It is the first step in what will be a full mobile cloud solution of Antero in the future. So before we dive in, a couple quick housekeeping notes. You should have gotten an email just about an hour ago that had a link with a form to click on and submit questions. So I know we've already gotten a couple in there. We will have a brief Q&A session at the end of the presentation. So please feel free to submit your questions through that link. We will get to what we can today. And then anything else, we will make sure that we follow up afterward with an email or a phone call, depending on what kind of question that you have. We are recording this webinar today, so you will get a copy of the recording and a follow-up survey in the next day or so. Okay, well, let's go ahead and get started. So our customers have been asking for a way to access work orders from the field for some time. Currently, Antero is a desktop application, and so looking for a way to access information while you're on the go in the field, and that is here. So with our entry into the JDM Technology Group last year, that gave us additional resources, both intellectual resources as well as financial resources that have helped make this a reality. So we're really excited. And today is really kind of the first step as we really look to enhance a lot of development pieces across our entire product family. So starting with Antero today and looking to bring this to Operator 10 later this year as well. Antero Mobile is going to offer real-time data access, task management, and seamless communication, all while you're on the go. The information will seamlessly sync across all your devices. So, easy question from there would be, well, how does it work? So Antero Mobile is a hybrid web-based solution that works in conjunction with your locally hosted Antero product. You'll be able to log into a web address with a username and password. Once you are in that portal, you'll be able to see work orders that you've uploaded. Now, as you can see, you're going to get the same information you're used to seeing in Antero, kind of in a snapshot form, and so you'll feel right at home inside the portal. The work order gives us the ability to create new work orders, has a responsive mobile design, and gives you all the information that you're used to seeing on your typical work order. You're going to be able to, so type of work, due date, and other details of that work order that you're used to seeing. You'll be able to edit, update, close, and create new work orders right from here. You can see that the sections run along the top of the screen. They will then be stored as a copy, and when you go back onto your server, they will be copied into your database. This gives you a lot of the same familiarity that you're used to seeing, right now. So you see the equipment information, all of the instructions, and that ability to load in your close date and complete work orders in the field. You can also view multiple work orders. You'll have access to view all of your work orders and search for ones that you want to look on as is needed. It does use a responsive mobile design to fit the device you use. So whether you're using a phone or a tablet, an Android, or an iPhone, we have got you covered. So how will it work? You can see on the screen here, first we're looking at the desktop version. And when you go into the work management section of the version of Antero on your desktop, there's going to be a drop-down which will allow you to choose work orders to upload to the cloud for access in the field. As you do that, those work orders will then be available on your mobile device, and they're going to queue up right here. You can see our design team did a lot of work on the user interface to make this very clean, slick, and give you all the information that you need to see right there. You'll then see the work orders that you selected. And after that, you'll see all the familiar features of Antero. Now, for those of you that maybe aren't as familiar with Antero in general, you can really do a lot from this main work order view of Antero. You have the basic information of the work order. This can include instructions, how many days are estimated to completion, and who's assigned that work order. You can see what needs to get done, what the estimated time, and instructions for the task. You can also see the instruments that might need to be updated with that piece of equipment on the work order. So maybe that's meter readings, maybe that's runtime hours. You have the ability to record your labor hours on the work order. So every work order task is going to have an estimated time to completion, and you can put what the estimated versus the actual hours are. And that is a really helpful way to track all that information, both from an individual work order perspective, but as well as equipment. And of course, that also equates to, time and money. On the parts piece, you'll be able to add any parts that are going to be used on this work order right here from Antero Mobile. And that helps keep your inventory up to date once you sync it back on the server. You can also add, have a document piece here as well. And really, Antero is easy to use and it adds to your work. And that's the whole point of it, right? This product has been around for a long time. AllMax has been around for a long time. And maximizing the customer experience has always been a kind of a hallmark of what this software is all about. So it's not one more thing to work on. It's really helping you out and do your job better. Now we have, as you can kind of see the difference here, we've redesigned the layout for mobile viewing in mind so that we can get you all the information you need in an easy format to read and see in the field. You can kind of see how we've got the tiers there of the quick hits, if you will, of the work order, and the ability to kind of modify that view as well. Once you get back to the plant, you can just go back to your work management section and sync the information by clicking the boxes again and hitting sync. So that is really the basic overview of Antero Mobile. Now we will be officially launching this at the end of the month. The pricing is just going to be an small upfront cost with a small percentage that will be added to your annual MSP. So, based on the seats that you have, that will help keep the pricing affordable, as we see this as a value add for our customers. We are very excited to hear how this will help our customers work smarter and more efficient using Antero CMMS. And we thank you for your support of AllMax software. So we did have a few questions that had already come in prior to the webinar as well as during the webinar here. So let's move on to those Q&A questions that we've got so far. The first question was, can I view equipment and documents? So as we talked about a little bit in here already, you will be able to view existing equipment through the normal process of work order creation. That will also give you the access to any documents that are going to be on that work order and available to view through Antero Mobile. The next question we had was, how many work orders can I sync to Antero Mobile? So there is no limit to how many work orders that you can upload to Antero Mobile. Certainly from a practicality standpoint, the idea is that this is going to be kind of the quick way for the operator or the maintenance worker in the field. And so, maybe you're going to a specific location, you bring along 4 or 5 work orders that you plan on working on while you're at that location. And that allows you to quickly work on those, complete them, get all your information together. And then once you get back into the office or the plant, they will sync back up and be off of the web portal from there. There was a question about, can you create new work orders and link other equipment in the field? So yes, you can create new work orders from a button there that was in the mobile piece, and you can link the equipment in the field that you need to do. So it'll be just like on the desktop version, where you can create a new work order, link the equipment that it goes along with, provide the instructions, any other details that you want to fill out, whether it be a category, and then as you go through your list of your SOP with a work order, so filling out what inventory you used, how many hours it took you to do it, and moving along from there. So all that functionality is absolutely going to be available in Antero Mobile. Question about, can I view all open work orders? So yes, you can view all open work orders. They don't have to be assigned to you for you to view them. And what's also nice is that you will have the ability to have a variety of filter options that you can customize what work orders you will see. So many are familiar with Antero version 7, which allowed you to save different layouts of views. Do something similar like that with the views that you're going to have in these open work orders, so that if there are quite a few work orders that have been uploaded, you can do a quick filter just to see ones that you want to get to first, or maybe help prioritize your time as you're using this feature in the field. And I put in my labor hours. So yes, labor hours is one of the options that comes along here, and that's probably going to be a very popular one. When you're in the field, that's really, I think, one of the key advantages of something like this, where currently, you might be going out in the field, maybe you've printed out your work orders, you're trying to keep track of your time, you've got a slew of paperwork, you come back to the end of the day, and then you have to enter in all your information at the end of the day in the office. So the advantage of Antero Mobile is that you're able to just get everything done as you complete it. So you're out there, you are completing the work order, you're looking at your watch to see how much time you took on that work order, and it's being recorded right away. And so then you're just done. All you have to do is hit the upload button or download, I guess, when you get back to the office. You're not having to try and remember everything else, all the little details that you did while you're out in the field. Updating inventory and parts. So yes, updating inventory or the parts piece is also available on the field. So, most work orders are going to have kind of an estimate of parts that you might need. This again allows you to go in there, figure out the inventory that you need, add those the parts that you need, add those parts, record it, and then you're all done. And so that's another nice way to get everything that you need to get accomplished right while you are in the moment, not have to do it afterwards. As far as how long does the sync take? So the sync duration can depend on the number of documents that are attached to the work orders, but in most cases, it should be very quick, nearly instantaneous. So just a matter of getting the information together, going back, it's going to have those check boxes of ones that were checked out, and then you can get them back into your system, and all the information will be visible for you. If the work order was changed when I downloaded, which version takes precedence? So the user will have a choice to either download the updated work orders from Antero Mobile, or they can revert back to the previous version. So no one will be able to work on a version while it's checked out. And when a work order is uploaded to Antero Mobile, it'll be marked as not editable until it is downloaded back in or reverted. And this will help work from being lost. Okay. How many users are allowed? So this is going to depend on the number of seats that you have. And so we'll likely have a kind of a correlation with number of seats that you have in your current Antero desktop. And they'll have like I mentioned, like a username and password, and that will allow you to have access into the system. Okay. Well, these are some great questions, and I hope that you saw what you needed, what you were looking to see with Antero Mobile today. Like I mentioned, the official launch date is going to be at the end of August. If you have any more questions or need further assistance after the webinar this morning, feel free to reach out to your support team or a salesperson. We'll be happy to help you. Thank you very much for joining us today, and we look forward to talking more as we launch Antero Mobile.